What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, bringing you the newest episode of Super Bowl or Bust. Now we're getting to the point where the series where you guys suggest themes that I should do in one of Madden 17 franchise modes, where I sim through the regular season. If we can make a playoff push, I will take control with different dynamics. And today is one that hits close to home. It's if Chip Kelly never touched Philly, what would we be looking like? If he did not destroy this team, pillars of the lands of Philadelphia, where would we be today? So essentially, just to make it simple, we we brought back the big names that left during the Chip Kelly era. We'll try our best to justify why they would still be here. Obviously, the big thing to not consider, we're just doing this for name value, is the contract. I think with all the players we brought back, the contracts would never work out. But it's more so just players that Chip Kelly, being Chip Kelly, is the reason, like main reason at least, why they're still not here in Philadelphia. So looking quickly at the roster here, we'll see a couple names jump out right away. So we have Wentz at quarterback. We have LaShawn McCoy at running back. We all know we traded him to Buffalo for Kiko Alonso, which I mean in part got us Carson Wentz long term. But the fact that we got rid of LaShawn McCoy was a bad move to begin with. I, like many Eagle fans, were kind of tired of him constantly losing yards behind the line of scrimmage. He would not attack the hole. He tried to dance around. But more often than not, it would work out, and he was consistently a top 5 running back. And we just traded that for a linebacker that was not very good at all here in Philadelphia. The only real thing I remember Kiko Alonso doing, except for his bad plays, he made a one-handed interception in the end zone against the Atlanta Falcons. Outside of that, there's nothing there. I bought a goddamn Kiko Alonso jersey when we made that trade because I was a big fan of him at Oregon, and I saw what he did at Buffalo as a rookie. Now that jersey's collecting dust on my wall. So we brought back LaShawn McCoy to pair with LeGarrette Blount, Darren Sproles here. Wide receivers, Alshon Jeffrey, obviously the big splash. We're going to keep him on the roster. Deshaun Jackson, Mr. I am no longer a part of the Eagles because of gang ties. This was one of the bad ones. I mean, they all were kind of bad. But the Deshaun Jackson one, more so because we've never recovered at the wide receiver position. Hopefully this year is the year with Alshon Jeffrey. We got Torrey Smith. Maybe he can resurrect his career. But for the most part, we've never recovered from the loss of Deshaun Jackson and what he brought to our offense. Then we got Jerry Macklin, who's kind of different in regards to, I think he took the money and left. He got paid way too much by the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm glad we didn't match it. But it's one of those things, if Chip Kelly wasn't there, we had a better coach the players like more. Would Jerry Macklin be looking elsewhere, or would he have taken whatever the Philadelphia Eagles offered because he wanted to stay here? Certainly, he's not getting enough balls there in Kansas City. His stats have gone downhill. Plus, I mean, he was getting paid like an elite. I think he got, like, what, top 10 contract at the wide receiver position and only ever broke 1,000 yards one season with the Philadelphia Eagles. So, that being said, I can't, just because he left, he's a notable name during the Chip Kelly era. We included him along with Jordan Matthews. Tight end stayed the same. Offensive line stays kind of the same outside of this one. When we let Evan Mathis walk, that was like the straw that broke my back. I was like, okay. I was sipping the Chip Kelly punch, probably spiked with cyanide or something like that, when we traded LaShawn McCoy for Kiko Alonso. I was like, all right, we wanted to get his contract off the books. I mean, you could just look biasly and say, okay, I was sick and tired of him losing yards behind the line of scrimmage. And we're getting Kiko Alonso, who I assume we did our due diligence, and he's going to return being that freak linebacker that he was in Buffalo. Okay, I can kind of justify that one. Jerry Macklin left because of the money. Okay. The Deshaun Jackson thing, I mean, he is we'll say, at best, a polarizing figure. So I can kind of see why, kind of. Very, very kind of. Evan Mathis, on the other hand, was coming off of, like, consistently being, like, a goddamn all-pro at the offensive line position. We let him walk over, like, what was it, like $1 million, and we had absolutely no cover whatsoever. At least when, at the very least, when Deshaun Jackson left, we still had hope that Jordan Matthews could develop into a wide receiver 1. We just drafted, we had Nelson Aguilar coming in. We're hoping he could be a future franchise wide receiver. With Evan Mathis, we had no one. Our backup guys were like Matt Tobin. We had Andrew Gardner. It was horrific. I could not believe this one. This was the one where I was like, all right, Chip Kelly needs to get the fuck out of town. So we brought back Evan Mathis, who that year then went on to the Denver Broncos and won himself a Super Bowl title. Defense side of the ball, we brought back Trent Cole. We've seen, if you're an Eagle fan, Trent Cole kind of trash Chip Kelly on Twitter. One of my favorite Eagles of all time. Very, very popular player in the history of Philly. I hope he is one of those guys that signs a one-day contract when he does decide to retire and retire as an Eagle. What else we got here? DRC, This one here was the guy, we lost him in the offseason, Chip's first offseason. To be honest, he was not very good here in Philadelphia. But just because our quarterback spot is so incredibly weak, and technically he was a name that left during the beginning of the Chip Kelly tenure, maybe done a better job. See what he was able to accomplish, what he did with the Giants. Maybe it was just a different scheme fit. Because especially, I mean, he's definitely been the biggest name in our secondary, really since Asante Samuel has gone on to do anything. And that will do it. So I think overall, we may have a chance to go to a Super Bowl, at least crack the playoffs. So let's see what we can do here in a full season sim. Oh, we're not going to sim to mid-season. We're going to go all the way to playoffs, baby. So yes, this is the point where I tell you guys, keep on suggesting ideas that you guys want to see here for Super Bowl or bust. I constantly write them down in my little idea notepad that I have here. This here, oh Jesus Christ, I got a bunch of stuff here. All right, Chip Kelly, Ruin Philly. Okay, that is number 19. So I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ideas that will be coming to a video near you. We still have Drew Brees on the Miami Dolphins, the Steagles, which is going to be a roster compiled of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. We have the Broncos defensive backs on the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, we're doing lots of Eagles videos because I'm an Eagles fan. Makes sense. We have Broncos defensive backs on the Packers. I'll make sure to split those two up so they're not coming in relatively short amount of time because it's kind of the same theme. We have everyone versus the Patriots in the AFC East. So we're going to make a team of the best players in the Jets, Dolphins, and Bills and see if they could take down the Patriots and win the AFC East. We have Al Davis all-speed team. We have a record holder, connected franchise mode. Get guys that are currently active record holders. See what we can do with that. And then we also have what happens if Tim Tebow, will use his last stats, stayed in Denver. That one, I don't know. It's probably going to be similar to what would happen right now in a sim with Denver because Tebow statistically, at least in Madden, I'm going to use whatever his last rating was in a Madden game, probably is kind of close to, what when he was in Denver, anyways, what's close to Simeon and Paxton Lynch right now. He's probably like a low 70s. But yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with that one. But keep on suggesting ideas. I think at some point I may start using these as some stream ideas. They're not always just going to be standalone uploads because I am kind of, not really saying I'm running low on stream ideas, but this may be a good idea to do for a stream because it's kind of lighthearted, kind of laid back. Be less of this part where I just sim straight to the playoffs. Maybe we could actually try some of that. But yeah, keep on suggesting some of these ideas because I said I really had 10 or so that were my own, and the rest have come from you guys in community suggestions. I like to listen to the subscribers. I know that's a big complaint that a lot of big YouTubers don't interact and listen to their subscribers, but I am definitely not a big YouTuber, and I am also, I'm a good caring guy. Take a seat, not Chris Hansen on Catch the Predator. Just go ahead, take a seat, and spill your beans to C4. Help me make a good video that gets them clicks, baby. Work it. Work that YouTube Monet. So let's see if the Philadelphia Eagles made themselves a playoff spot. Doug Peterson won Coach of the Year. I think that means we got a first-round bye. So we went 13-3 if Chip Kelly decided not to destroy the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's look at our stats here. So on the year, Carson Wentz, 3,700 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, 22 picks. That's kind of high. LaShawn McCoy, 1,700, almost 1,800 rushing yards, 15 touchdowns. Blunt with 853 and 14. We got, no 1,000 ever see. I've yet to see really in a sim yet any one of the Eagles go for over 1,000 yards. But Sean Jackson, 75 catches, 750 yards, 4 touchdowns. Alshon with 69, 873 and 10. Macklin with 818 and 5. Ertz 554 and 5. Set up that phone number. Shady though, nice to hear from him. On the defensive side of the ball, 115 tackles from Jordan Hicks, 106 from Michael Kendricks. We got 17.5 sacks from Brandon Graham, 16.5 from Timmy Jernigan, 11 from Fletcher Cox. What do we got in interceptions? 4 picks, Jordan Hicks, 4 from DRC, 2 from Nigel Bradman, and 1 from Michael Kendricks. So enough to get us a first-round bye. Let's see if we can, only way Eagles got to win the Super Bowl is buying Madden. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here with this team. So I don't want to have too much influence over the video, so I will do my condensed play the moments, which means I'm only going to play once we get in the red zone on offense. Outside of that, let's see if this roster that we have built can get the job done themselves. But yeah, thinking back to the Chip Kelly, man, there was a lot of us. I can come out and say right now, that's why I like doing the Chip Kelly rebuilds, which, the next one may be coming soon. Wink, wink. Not this week, but maybe next week. But you kind of had to you had to sip his potion. He was so revolutionary for really 1 year, and then outside of that, it was just so mind-boggling. Like he was being different for the sake of being different. But you had to try to understand Chip Kelly, so that's why as an Eagle fan, you want to try to justify. You want to get behind your coach. You want to get behind your team. You don't constantly want to be like, I don't want to pull it's your boy C445 here, dropping M-bombs and just trash the team every single week. Who wants to live a life as a fan of a team and just treat them like that? So I was sipping that goddamn cult punch that Chip Kelly had, trying to make myself a believer, and it just came to a point where you just couldn't justify things anymore. And like I said, the breaking point for me was when we let Evan Mathis walk. I was like, this guy actually just thinks that he can make players. He can just wide receivers. I thought, okay, wide receivers, we've seen around the league that good wide receivers certainly help, but you can have guys that can develop and stand out. Certainly, look at just every year there's a team that just doesn't have a great wide receiver core, and there's multiple guys will get 70+ catches, 1,000 yards, 5, 6, 7, 8 touchdowns. So I figured that would be Chip Kelly. He's an offensive guy. He's got to be able to make wide receivers. But when you come to offensive linemen, man, just letting a guy like Evan Mathis, Tony D, back-to-back All-Pros or 2 All-Pros in 3 seasons, and you let him walk, I was like, this guy needs to get the fuck out of Philly. It certainly didn't help, too, that he had terrible drafts after terrible drafts. How nice is that seeing 25 back in Philly? Overall, though, I felt really LeSean McCoy was the only guy that was really pissed off. It makes sense, though, going from Philly to Buffalo. Going from, at least, I don't want to shit on Bills fans out there, but going from, big city, lots of primetime games to a smaller market, for a guy like LeSean McCoy, who's, the flashy type of player, I can see why you'd be pissed off. What the fuck? I'm from, a big primetime city. Now I'm going to Buffalo, where it's cold as shit and there's snow and stuff. Pretty much Canada. So I can see why he was kind of salty that he got traded for no reason. Well, I guess it ultimately was no reason, but Chip Kelly, I'm sure, had his reasons. Gang ties or something like that. But outside that, Deshaun Jackson handled it all with grace. That's why they thought this offseason that there's a good possibility that he might return to Philadelphia. I'm happier that we got Alshon Jeffrey. Obviously, he's younger. A little bit more upside than Deshaun Jackson. But I would not be against Deshaun Jackson. And time has helped heal those wounds with Deshaun Jackson. Because my greatest moment as an Eagle fan was that punt return at the Miracle of the New Meadowlands. That was such a good play. Iconic play. I mean, even unbiasedly, I'm pretty sure it won NFL's top play of the last 20 years or something like that. I don't know what the parameters were. I think it might have been best regular season play of the last 20 years. I don't think it was counting the big playoff or Super Bowl moments. But I mean, that is fucking just everything in that game was awesome. I'll never forget that game. So Deshaun Jackson, Jerry Macklin, go suck a dick. Let's be honest. Jerry Macklin took the money, went to Kansas City, and has not been very good. What are their stat lines in 2 years? He's not been living up to that contract that he wanted. So I guess, I don't want to say I'm glad he's gone because the Philadelphia Eagles wide receivers are terrible, and Jerry Macklin would be a significant upgrade really over anyone right now, not named Alshon Jeffrey currently. But, he took the money and ran. That's why I see that bottom line. But if we didn't have Chip Kelly, we had a players coach, kind of like Doug Peterson, maybe Jerry Macklin would have been inclined to, how was it not a touchdown? He would have been inclined to stay, take less money, and, not a lot less money, but take maybe $1 million less or less guaranteed money to stay in Philadelphia. But because Chip Kelly was here, you want to take the first train out of town and wash his hands of this, not great situation that we have. Nice graphics, EA. Alright, let's try to throw this shit. Let's get this in the end zone. But yeah, at this point, I know there's lots of Eagle fans out there. What do you think? Oh my god, what the fuck? They don't know what they're doing. What was the big play in your mind? The big transaction that made Chip Kelly's ruining this team? I think a lot of people thought it was the LeSean McCoy trade because that was the big that didn't make no sense. All right, let's just sim the rest of this game. We're body bagging here. Get us to the next round. We might have the number 1 seed I think we were. If Doug Peterson got MVP or Coach of the Year, I think we were the number 1 seed. Nice 3 touchdown performance plus a big rushing game from LeSean McCoy in this one. What is this? Loyalty. Trade tokens. I don't want that shit. Though I'm pretty sure in Ultimate Team, don't they do something at the very end which carries over to the next year of Ultimate Team? I might do that. Just because I'm not sure if I'm going to play Ultimate Team or not. Seems like an overwhelming number of you guys do not want me to play Ultimate Team. I am intrigued about the Mutt Squad thing. just because if I, my trials, that's coming up soon with some co-op videos, doing some collabs. If that works out, it seems like Mutt Squads might be a fun way to do some collab videos. I'm going to have to wait and see, but I'm open to it, I guess. I'm not expecting that I will play it, but I'm open to it. So here we go, in the NFC Championship, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I feel confident. Feel confident that we'll get it. They're coming to the link, baby. They can't handle that shit. They can handle Dougler, the Doug Peterson, with this offense. Oh yeah, TFC winning 4-0, baby. Just checking my Twitter. Thank you all for following me on Twitter. We're so close to 1,000 followers, which was my goal for this year. We're supposed to make goals. My end goal. I go by Madden seasons. My end goal by the end of Madden 18 season was hit 1,000 followers or whatever the fuck on Twitter and 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're just 14-some thousand away from hitting 50. And we are 4 away from hitting 1,000 on Twitter. So check me out at beastmode_TV. Oh no, come on, it's a snow game. They get snow in Seattle? Is it too close to the water? No, I live off the where I live, it's could be considered close to the water. And we get fuck tons of snow. Let's go, Deshaun. Back to the end zone, baby. Pick on Richard Sherman. Boom! Richard Sherman don't want none. Touchdown. Let's go, Philly. Deshaun Jackson wearing that 82. You all know Deshaun Jackson. What did D-Jax wear? 10? Was he number 10? Red zone again. Let's get this Super Bowl. Let's win the Super Bowl with the Eagles, just so I can hear the people in the comments. Oh, yeah, the only time Eagles win it is in Madden because they suck. Here are all the Super Bowls my team won when I wasn't alive that I'm going to fucking claim like I was the supporter there. That's the worst, especially Cowboys fans. I know literally 95% of Cowboys fans weren't alive when they won the Super Bowl. Or maybe if they were alive, they weren't cheering for the Cowboys. So there are some of you. I'm not going to, categorize the whole fan base. But I would say an overwhelming them. Especially the ones that are like, Dak's the best. It's like, oh, yeah, you were definitely alive when they won the Super Bowls, for sure. Dak Prescott and Zeke got swag, though. So much swag. Those are just two guys that spend way too much time together. Wearing crop tops, drop top, open up shop. Whoa, that's a Rough Riders roll. Stop. It's that song, anyone? If you were alive when the Dallas Cowboys won a Super Bowl, you would know that song. All right, so it's 3rd and 17, about to be 3rd and a mile because Brandon Brooks in his depression gave us a 3rd and 27. We have no Freddie Mitchell on the roster, so I'm a little bit concerned about converting this, but we are in field goal range. Let's send Alshon on a jump ball, see if he can get it. Oh, yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens when Richard Sherman stays on one side of the field and doesn't move around to cover the number 1. Alshon's going to pick on whoever that was, Deshaun Shedd or Jeremy Lane. Whomever. All right, we're in the red zone. Highway to the red zone. Hitting Jeremy Macklin for 7. And we get another penalty. Let's just throw shit away. I think that's a hold on the left side. Might have been Peters. Is it Brooks again? Oh, it's Richard Sherman. Oh, you can't do that, Rich. All right, we got Deshaun, we got Alshon. Who wants this shit? Oh, Deshaun Jackson wants that on the easy, cheesy, lemon squeezy slant play that put us up. I think it's 21-3. A body bag. An absolute body bag of a quarter here. Stick a nail in them. This coffin is ready to get locked up. Can we convert in the red zone? Hey, buddy. There we go. I don't want to play this moment. Give me all this shit. We won this one. Let's give me the Super Bowl. Super Bowl or bust. We have at least qualified for an attempt. We got our ticket to the Super Bowl. If we win it, that would be great. But I think I've done enough to justify in this series that if salary cap was turned off and Chip Kelly never came to Philly, we would be a Super Bowl champion by now. Or at least this upcoming season would be favorites. All right. You can do the Super Bowl. Who are we taking on the Super Bowl? Let's see. Chargers, Patriots, Steelers. Chargers, Patriots, Steelers, Chiefs are the big four. Occasionally you get the Raiders. Let's go with one of those ones. Chiefs, there you go. So Chip Kelly not being here, going up against Andy Reid. How fitting for a Super Bowl that we taking out that goddamn gigantic orange walrus's mouth and win it. Super Bowl Lee. Where was the Super Bowl this year? I can't even remember. Super Bowl was in Houston, I think. Houston or Miami. I'm pretty sure it was in Houston. Stop. Drop. Shut it down. Open up shop. Wentz. Hitting that deep ball drop. Eggalore. Eggalore. Hands like a brick. Alright. Let's finish this goddamn thing right now. Goddamn. You guys already do a collab video with Kay Adams? Pornhub.com. Alright, let's rock and roll. We're in the red zone. 4th and 2. Do we go for it? We'll kick the nice field goal. We're the best field goal kicker on YouTube. We'll take the 3. Not very Chip Kelly-esque, but that's the whole point. Chip Kelly would have went for that. Not gone. Chip Kelly would have went for that and went with some sort of toss that's not a C4 special, something more gimmicky behind the line of scrimmage. He would have gone with a draw. Like where the running back did. Oh, God, I'm glad he's gone. What's he doing now? I think he need like a color commentator or something for ESPN for college football. Good riddance. That's where he belongs. Too innovative to be anywhere else. I think he's going back to college next season. I don't know what team. One of those things that you could think about. I could see him going back to Oregon because Oregon's coach, I can't remember his name on the top of my head. Clay something, isn't it? He's not done well. Oregon was like an elite program when Chip Kelly was there. And since then, he has just not done well at all. So I could see the powers that be in Oregon being like, we want to be back at, like, you know, a legit contender in the Pac-12. So we're getting you gone, and we're bringing him back. But I don't know. I'll be all right with that. Chip Kelly, I would not be against, would not root against Chip Kelly if he goes back to college. Because at least his team will be exciting. There'll be an exciting team that will just, you know, try to outscore everyone and then lose to SEC, superior SEC competition. Oh, come on. Where's this Super Bowl? Oh, shit. We're in the red zone. Hey, we converted it anyway. Kick the field goal. We didn't kick the field goal. Are we going to do it? Shit. Hey, we got the red zone. 1st and 10, C4 special. 3 turnovers for Alex Smith and company. I knew that guy would never win the big game. He's playing like, oh, shit. Hey, Shady makes a play. It looks like we're getting an illegal block in the back from one of our wide receivers. Or not. Holding. Brandon Brooks, you depressed motherfucker. Wherever he has mental illness. I know mental illness is nothing to scoff at. But in times like this, where he's shooting himself in the foot, you know, you gotta go for the jugular. You gotta get that thing that fires him up. He's like, don't talk about my mental illness. If that's another holding call on him, as he got sprawled on the ground by Chris Jones. Holding, keep on backing us back. Oh, it's Alan Barbary. Jesus Christ, what is this? 1st and 30. Okay, well, luckily we have pretty much an air raid offense with Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, and Jeremy Macklin to make it work. Let's go the quick slant there to Jeremy Macklin. Gain some of these yards back. At about 11. 2nd and 19. Okay. Let's go tight end angle. Let's chew the clock as well. They're not going to burn a timeout. Might as well get comfortable. Kick that G winning field goal. That G-Dub. Just play it safe. Deshaun Jackson. Oh, they're worried. They're swapping on their sweater already. Mom spaghetti. 3rd and 8. Ooh, we probably should try to pass this. You know they're going to try to freeze us with the kicker, and we hate that shit. No! Thank you, whoever got that. Is that Brent Selleck? That was old man Brent Selleck saving the day on that. That would have been catastrophic. All right, let's go for the big-time field goal here. There we go. Nice. Sturgis. 3-point lead, 20-17. We all know Andy Reid's clock management is going to fail for them, and we're going to hold on for the lead, right? Oh. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, let's go. You got to get a touchdown. There's one thing that stands true in all Madden games is that Deshaun Jackson... Oh, they're not going to go. You can get Deshaun Jackson in press coverage. He wins it every time. This one I'm not so sure about. Jerry Macklin. We got all our timeouts. We can just take a couple shots like that. My recent plays. We're just going to have to keep calling 4 verticals. Just come on. Give me man-to-man. Oh, baby. I mean, that's not as close as I would like. But one of these guys has got to get open. And it's Alshon. Oh, fuck. Let's go. We still got 7 seconds. That's maybe 2 more attempts. Keep with the 4 verticals. Oh, come on, Deshaun. Oh, shit. 2 seconds left. Game on the line. 4 verticals again, dare we? Hopefully it's not one of those ones where all my players are gassed and we're down with like Nelson Aguilar and DGB. All right, here we go. Oh! Jerry Macklin with zeros on the clock brings it in, and the Eagles did not bust. They got that Super Bowl. So thank you guys all for watching. As I said earlier, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any suggestions for us to continue with this series. And if you enjoyed this or your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.